I was teaching a grade 11-12 musical theater class, and we learned early on that performances were going to need to be virtual. Well, when everything shut down, we had to adapt pretty quickly. So we actually had to go back and we had to rewrite a lot of our script, and we had to completely transition into an online model of learning. We had to be very creative, but that took a lot of planning. So we said, how are we going to translate these scenes that we've planned for in person? How are we going to translate that into online?
There were a lot of restrictions on the way that we could do drama in this year, and art in general, not just in this school, but in society.
I was used to looking at the audience, seeing their reaction, and then working along with it. So to interact with the camera and seeing which different shot, which different angle works best for that scene was really a new experience for me.
As part of the Drama and Dance Subjects Heads group, we've been collaborating with York University's theater department for about 5 years now, and we've been collaborating with them on providing professional development to drama and dance educators across the region. So what happened was the York University theater students created workshops for my class. Early on in February, we started collaborating with elementary virtual school. And we came up with a program for teachers in elementary virtual school, grade 7 and 8 teachers, to participate in the development of this creative online theater experience.
So it started off with us in EVS really looking for a way to build community because we had so many students, and to also help our students engage in the creative process. And then I heard that Karen, the high school teacher, was looking to partner with someone, and we got to talking and thought about, well, how about if we create a program of mentorship where we have university students mentoring our high school students then mentoring our elementary school students, so that we could really create that collaborative environment, and so that all of our students could also see the opportunities that might come next for them.
It was definitely a learning curve for all of us. I think that despite that, we did a fantastic job, and the help and the leadership that we really got from those York University students, the guidance, was quite helpful and really led to the success of Out of Sync.
It was kind of like a learning curve for everybody because they also got to learn from us. They got to learn how high school students nowadays will present theater and how they will create a theater show. And I think that we were able to use what we learned from those theater students and turn it into our workshops that we presented to the elementary schools. So it's kind of like a big chain of learning, which I thought was pretty cool.
Our school, we did the EVS workshop for students who are in elementary school and are virtual, and we hosted various subtopics such as acting, choreography, cinematography, vocals. And what we basically do is really just go in depth on the topic, explain what it is, have the students tackle on activities, and then present them with a final project in which they can share it to their classmates.
Out of Sync musical is about a lip syncing competition happening during a pandemic, which is really fun. That's why they're out of sync. And we had this great scene where the students were going to be in the middle of a performance and then they were going to get interrupted. So what we did was we actually transitioned it to a completely vocal recording. So we met on Zoom regularly as a class, and rehearsing the scene together on Zoom really brought us together as a community, and I think that was really special for the students because I think that's what they needed in that moment.
What we were trying to teach students was the many ways in which you can create a good story. It doesn't always need to be words on a paper. It can also be movement. It could also be, symbolism in one way or another. There are so many different ways, especially through the online format, of telling an intriguing story.
So we are really excited that we get to continue the project this year. We're expanding it to 6 high schools. Each of those will have a different focus, and we'll work with a mentor from York University to develop workshops once again, but this time it will be to their feeder schools. So students who know they're coming to that high school will get to meet with the students, will get to join the program that they might be participating in a few years.